The night shift at the logistics office was usually a brain-numbing routine of fluorescent lights and empty corridors. But after midnight on a Tuesday, the silence took on a different, heavier weight. I was the last office worker left, desperately trying to finish a quarterly report while the new night shift janitor, Marcus, pushed his cleaning cart down the hall. He was a quiet guy who always kept his head down, which made it easy to ignore him. At 12:45 a.m., I finally closed my laptop and headed to the break room to grab my jacket. Marcus wasn't in there, but his phone was sitting face up on the laminate table. Just as I walked past, the screen lit up with a local news alert. I glanced down idly, expecting a weather update. Instead, I saw a police sketch of a suspect wanted for a string of brutal, unprovoked murders in the tri-state area. My breath hitched. The man in the sketch had a distinct, jagged scar running through his left eyebrow and a heavy, square jaw. It wasn't a vague resemblance. It was Marcus. Adrenaline surged through my veins. Trying to maintain a mask of absolute calm in case he was watching, I grabbed my jacket, slung my laptop bag over my shoulder, and walked toward the main exit. I just needed to get to my car and call 911. But when I reached the glass front doors, my heart dropped into my stomach. A heavy iron chain had been looped through the handles and secured with a massive padlock. Clank. The distinct, metallic jingle of keys echoed from the darkness of the hallway behind me. I spun around. Marcus was standing 20 feet away under a flickering light. He wasn't wearing his company uniform anymore, just a dark, stained hoodie. In his right hand, he loosely swung a heavy iron pipe wrench. He looked at me, his eyes entirely devoid of emotion, and let out a soft, chilling chuckle. "The real janitor is in the dumpster," he whispered, taking a slow step forward. I just needed a way inside. I turned and bolted down the opposite corridor, the heavy thud of his boots echoing right behind me. I managed to duck into a narrow supply closet, throwing my weight against the door and throwing the flimsy manual lock just as the handle rattled violently from the outside. Now I'm sitting on the floor in the pitch black, staring at the faint line of light beneath the door. The rattling has stopped, replaced by the slow, deliberate scratching of a key sliding into the lock.